Welcome to Africa. Welcome to a new Africa, a new place where the whole world is now looking at right now. When you're talking about the whole of Asia, the whole of Europe, the whole of America, Africa is now the news, is now the trend. And why all this is happening this time around? It is all because of the giant steps that the Africans are now taking. And when I mean what I mean by the giant step, the Africans are now waking up, from their sleeping slumbers. They are now waking up to see the reality and to do things that can free them from the slavery they have been all these years from the Westerners, the Western countries. And what I mean, who are the Western countries? They are the America, the German, the France, and the likes like that. These are countries that came to colonize us, and they said they give us freedom by giving us independence. But this independence was not freedom, it was modern slavery, like a reshaped, a modernized slavery. And this slavery business has really been in existence since the existence of each of many countries in the whole of Africa, and most especially the Nigeria, because I'm from Nigeria, and this is one of the things that has been a problem, for many Nigerians for many years. And sometimes when we are celebrating Independence Day, I used to wonder, what are we celebrating? Are we celebrating slavery, or are we celebrating the white people? And what are we celebrating? Because there's nothing to celebrate. There's nothing to celebrate in this country. There's no independence. A lot of people thought that they gave us independence, but that independence was not totally independence. It was slavery in disguise. And a lot of people have been wondering why many African countries are poor. And with all the resources that they have human resources, they have natural resources, they have weather, they have everything. But upon all of these things that they have, they are still poor. And they are still called the poorest country in the whole world by the Western countries. And when you look at these things, everybody that has sense will look at it that, why are African poor? And a lot of people have been asking these questions, but nobody has been able to get the right answers to this question. And I want to bring you an answer today. And the answer is because we have been enslaved for many, many years, even since the day we got the independence. All the people that have been governing us, most especially in country like I, which is Nigeria, are the puppet. They are the puppet of the white people. They are the puppet of the Westerners. These are the people they are using to enslave us. But all of us don't know. We don't know. Thanks to the internet, thanks to the to the world of internet that actually exposed us to so many informations that we now know. Do you know that all those people that have been governing us for all these years are the puppet from the Westerners? They are using them to enslave us. And what is the system they are using? They use a system of making some of them rich and enslave many of them. Like, make out of 100%, making about 10% of them rich and wealthy, and the rest 90% of the population continue to be in poverty. And another thing that I want to also enlighten us today is that, when you look at a country like Niger, Niger, you know, has some natural resources that they use to lighten up France. What does that mean? What it means is that without the resources, the natural resources they get from Niger Republic, they cannot light up the light in France. And France has light 24/7, and there is no light in Niger that they are getting the product from. Look at Nigeria. Nigeria has oil. We have oil, and a lot of people used to think, oh, we are rich, we have oil. But all these oil that we have are not ours. We are not in control of all these oils. It is controlled by the IMF and the World Bank. You know, these are the companies, these are the people from the Western world, and they use those things to, to cover our eyes so that we will not be able to see what is going on. It's just like they are getting something like 100% and they are giving you 10% so that at least you can use that one to hold body, to be able to not to die, so that you'll be able to have something to, hold your country, even though you cannot. And most of our president, including our current president, is a puppet from these people, and they use them to enslave us. Look at all the policies that this man has been making since the inception of his tenure. You can see that all these policies are not in favor of the masses, and they are in favor of only the government, only the people in the government, only the senators, the lawmakers, and the politicians. They are the one enjoying all the policies, and it's not their own making. That was the agreement, and that was what they agree with, with the Western region, with the Western world. And when I talk about Western world, I'm talking about America, I'm talking about France, I'm talking about Germany, I'm talking about all these people that have, come here to colonize us, but they did not give us the total independence. They gave us a modern slavery. And now, I want to also say something, that right now, Africa is now waking up. And why do I say Africa is waking up? Because Africans are now getting the informations they don't know before. They are now seeing the reality of these people that have been enslaving us for years. And thanks to this young man, a president from the Burkina Faso, that has been doing a lot of great job, and he has received a lot of recognitions all over the world. And thanks to this guy, and thanks to the internet that is really exposing this, and that is really enlightening us to be able to know what is our problems and how we can solve it. This guy has done what many African presidents can never ever do, because they are puppets. They are the instruments that the Westerners are using to enslave their people. Now, look at Congo. Congo has a lot of resources. These resources are the thing that they use to produce the phones and all cobalt. They use it to produce so many electronics that we use today. And look at Congo today. Congo is devastated, is ruined, and the people there are poor. The reason is not because they don't have what it takes to become one of the best countries in the world. They have all it takes to be, but because of the system that the Westerners has laid down for them, will not allow them to be able to reach to reach the level that they're supposed to reach. So thanks to this guy once again, Ibrahim Traore. This guy has woken up a lot of African countries and people in the African diaspora. He has, he has shown us what these people has been doing to us and how they have been enslaving us. And this guy has set his country free from these Western people. And today, if you go to Burkina Faso, it's one of the most recognized country in the world, talking about black nation. And that's supposed to be Nigeria, because Nigeria was assumed to be the giant of Africa. And when it comes to, why do we say they are assumed to be the giant of Africa? Because back in the days, whenever any African countries are in trouble, the country they normally called is Nigeria to come and help them. As we Nigerians have helped South Africa when they are in trouble, we have helped Sierra Leone when they are in trouble, we have helped a lot of Cameroon, we have helped a lot of countries in the whole of Africa, because we have the tools, we have the system, we have the machineries, we have the human resources, and all these things, and talking about mineral resources as well. we have it all. We have oil, we have gold, we have silver, we have iron ore, we have many natural resources that that God has embedded into our land, into our land, to make us excel in the world. But when the Western world has seen this, so they decided that this country might be a competitor to them in the future, because when they have access